The reason I started No Excuses Boot Camp was because I just was having so many issues, so many.
Yeah, you've had a knee replacement.
Yeah.
You've had decades of hip trouble.
And I had been to other
mobility.
gyms and was working hard, and I was getting injured. My shoulder hurt, my legs hurt, and I just didn't feel good. So I heard an advertisement on Facebook for this, and decided to give it a try, and it just was really different. It was just different than any place I'd ever been. It was different. The format was different. It's not that it's not hard sometimes, but we talked about so many things: the health, the nutrition, mobility, diet, just everything. And so it caught my attention. I thought about it driving here, and I think that for many, many months, I don't know if I made a ton of progress physically, but mentally, I feel like things started changing, especially when you started doing the neurology movement. I think I noticed a really big difference.
Why is it vital to include your brain in your fitness routine for your wellness?
For me, and Paul and I have talked a lot about this, I had a lot of stress that I didn't recognize in my body. Mental stress from jobs, just the reasons we all have.
Jobs, family, everything.
Just life.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of stress, and we joke about that I didn't really recognize how it was displaying itself as physical symptoms. Tightness, stiffness, lack of mobility, lack of range of motion. And I remember saying one day, I don't have stress. I mean, that's just like the biggest joke now because I had so much stress. So anyway, I think that was the catalyst for me for the changing, for things changing. When I started recognizing that, dealing that, applying all the neurology movements, I feel like things really started changing. Yeah. It's just how you move, I feel like I used to be so uncoordinated. I never thought of myself as being really athletic. Never played any sports as a kid. I just never felt coordination. And we do some of these drills and it's kind of a joke, but sometimes I just didn't have my mind in sync with when he would say move a certain way. It just didn't happen naturally for me. Yeah. We did something like that yesterday. I couldn't focus on my eyes and move my head. So that's all the training that things have been programmed improperly in my body. That's the way I look at it. So all these drills and exercises teaching me how to redirect that and understanding that the brain is capable of doing that. And it's simple, but it's a lot to understand.
To regain the awareness of your body and how you move through space.
So that's what proprioception is.
You kind of mentioned too mindset, and we talked about imprinting, but really mindset. So definitely one of the things we talked about, because you could have the best meal plan, the best exercise program, but without the right psychology and emotions habits part of it, it's useless.
That's right. So, and realizing you do have the ability to direct that. And I think I knew that, but I don't know that I applied that. I don't know that I really knew how to apply that to my life every day. And you do learn that. You do learn it through our in-class conversations, because we just talk about so many things that it's different every day, but it all ties together if you're here long enough. It all makes sense after a while, that you can apply it to your own life, and it's different for everybody. Yeah. It's like you said one day, it's like an onion, we're peeling the onion, and the more we do, the more layers there are to it, and the more things that you discover about yourself and things you have to work on, because again, for 15, 20 years, there's been a lot of movement that's been incorrect and improper. So things are tight, things are locked up, and the brain's always overcompensating to correct those deficiencies. So, I'm really hopeful that, and I know it to be true, that as more time goes on, the more I learn, the better I get. I'm going to just get nothing but better, because, I had the mindset like a lot of people that, okay, I'm getting older, this is part of the program.
This is normal for your age.
Yeah.
No, don't accept that.
But most of us don't know any better. Yeah. And through this class, I'm really learning that the possibilities are infinite. And I can be as good as I want to be.
Yeah, and you know, I don't just say anything, but you and a lot of people are getting younger.
I hope so. I hope so, and I think so. I really feel like I am. I really do, and it's fun, and you know, there's good camaraderie between all the people here and all the ladies, and so it's a great experience.
That's definitely a big part of it.
Yeah, it is.